Welcome back to another episode of Talking Through the Movie. That's not what we need to see on the screen right there. Hold on, let me start over. That didn't happen. 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Through the Movie, guys. I'm your host, Chris Fagan. This is your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I am with the one and only Viola Joy Fagan. That's right. Government name. Hey, babe. We're going to talk about Superman. We saw Superman earlier this week, and we gave our right out of the theater review. A lot of you guys saw that reaction, and you gave us a bunch of follows. So, real quick, before we get into it, maybe I should do it at the end of the I'll do it at the end of the show. I'm going to give my little thank yous for the people who followed, for the people who blessed us with their subscriptions and whatnot. So we'll do that. We'll do that a little bit later. Guys, let's get right into it. So you guys you've seen our reviews. You've probably seen other people's reviews, but let's get into the negative reviews. There's Superman started off in the 90s, I think, with Rotten Tomatoes, and then it dipped to like 86, 85. I just checked before we started the show. Now it's at like 81. It's over 350 reviews, and now it's at 81%. So it's slipping. It's close to the 70s now. But overall, what did you think about Superman? What are your thoughts on Superman?
I loved it. I had a good time. I'm gonna watch it again.
I loved it too. I thought that David Cornsweet did a good job capturing the essence of Superman. I felt like the movie overall embodied that hope. It felt like a comic book brought to life. It felt like the animated series from the 90s brought to life.
I didn't see any of the comic stuff, so I can't attest to that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like it gave me lots of feels of OG Superman from the Christopher Reeve Superman, those movies, mm-hmm. which probably a lot of people have never watched because they're old. So that's how I felt. Because I think most people, especially the people that don't like it, are just straight up comparing it to Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
And are going, it's trash.
You should be comparing it to all of them, or not. Don't compare it to anything at all.
Exactly.
Just
that's
let
how
it stand
I feel
out.
like. Just let it
be.
Why? Henry Cavill was great, but why are we trying to compare it to that? Yeah. It's not the same Superman. Like this is not supposed to be the next part that came after that.
Yeah.
It doesn't go with that. That's it. It's totally different.
You got the all clear from your husband, the green light, gun to your head, shirtless Cavill, shirtless Cornsweet. They both want to sex you up. Who are you going for, babe? What do you want? Who do you want? Who are you going to give it to? Come on. You got your hall pass. Go ahead. You can tell. Come on. It's Henry Cavill. We know. We love Henry Cavill. but it's not. Henry Cavill Superman would not fit in the world that James Gunn started off, and Cornsweet Superman wouldn't fit in Snyder's. It's a totally different take.
I feel like that people, just like with all the Batmans, we have so many different Batmans.
Michael Keaton would not fit in Christopher Nolan's world.
We've got Batman played so many different ways. Yeah, and. There's, Ben Affleck, you got Robert Pattinson, and they're all different.
Yeah.
And they're not meant to be together where you're like, oh, well, they're totally different. And so that's the same with this. It's not the same Superman.
This was a great movie. It was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I had a good time. Providing a clear rating for it. I think I said I gave it like a letter grade. We gave it like a B plus or an A minus. I would say for a rating out of 10, I would have said like an 8.5. I always say if it's a movie that I'm willing to see more than once, that tells you that I enjoyed the movie and I'm going to see this again in the theater.
Thank you, Tony. Yes, people forget how to just enjoy a film. Just
Yeah.
go in and just watch a movie
Yeah.
and have fun with it.
Kevin David says that domestic box office is going to save this film. International numbers aren't good at all. I haven't looked at international numbers yet, but you know what? Movies don't start internationally at every country at the same time. So it might come out in China this date, and it might come out in Japan that date, and it might come out in the UK in another date. So give it time. Give it time. To that point, when the UK reviews came out, that's when the dipping. They're cooking for capital.
There's too many people that go straight into the movie.
Yeah.
Eyes open to, I'm comparing every bit of this to Henry Cavill's, to those Superman movies. Oh, it's not matching up. It's not, I'm not getting the same. It doesn't look the same. They're not acting the same. We're not getting,
why is his suit brighter? I just got used to Cavill's dull
You need to
suit.
Not do that.
Yeah.
It is not in that world. So just go in
and have fun. Just listen to Tony Robinson. Just have fucking fun. Point of privilege. Can hashtag cucking for Cavill become a thing? call them Cavill cucks. Instead of Snyder Bros, let's call them Cavill cucks.
Probably so. Tony says, I feel that some of the negative reviews are from disingenuous people who just don't like James Gunn.
Yeah.
So they're going to bash anything he does true.
I literally had a conversation with a person at work today who was asking that. He's like, I'm not really into the James Gunn stuff. Like, well, then don't go. I mean, this is a James Gunn movie. But his results are undeniable. You can't be 1,000% for James Gunn when it was Marvel. And then when he went through his... It's funny how the Everything is Woke crowd were saying all this crap about James Gunn, but when he got fired by Disney and everybody wanted to hate on Disney, he got fired by Disney, picked up by Warner Brothers. It was like those same people were all on James Gunn's tip. Like, what James Gunn had to be like, get off. And now they're all...
I get upset when listening to all this. Oh, it's woke. Oh, it's woke.
Yeah.
This movie is too woke. As if... old movies didn't have woke things in it. 1987's Superman 4 was all about saving the world from nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Can we have peace? Peace in the world.
Yeah.
And you're going to act like this is a whole new thing, and here we are shoving wokeness on people as if movies didn't talk about that stuff.
And you guys already know how I feel about what's going on with Dean Cain talking. Dean Cain is only talking shit because he needs money. Yeah, he's struggling to. Like I said, he's in the league of fallen Supermen right now. I don't even think that
he's the least popular Superman.
Exactly. He's got Napoleon syndrome. He's the shortest one. He's the Wolverine of Superman. He's the shortest one in the group. He's got to stand next to Brandon Routh, who Hollywood rumors say that he's the most well-endowed Superman that's ever lived. That Routh package was pretty big, and Dean Cain's probably like, I can't compete with that. You're standing to your right, you got Tom Welling. You know the ladies love him. One of the other Lois Lanes from another TV show was tripping over Tom Welling. I'm like, Tom Welling. And I met Tom. He's a great guy. I've talked to him. He's a great guy. So Dean Cain out there, I met Dean Cain when I worked overseas, and I said this on this channel. I'm like, the dude I don't know what his damn problem is. He wants to be so relevant, so hard that he's talking. I don't know. It's this little man syndrome and stuff. Like, dude, dude, you were Superman. He was. It's funny how he wasn't talking all that crap when Smallville asked him to come back and do it to do an episode, play a villain. When the Supergirl series producers asked him to come in and do some stuff. When he's getting work, he's not talking shit. But when all of a sudden when the phone calls stop, now he wants to talk shit, and now you're guaranteeing that you're not going to get any Warner Brothers callbacks. Now he's pretty much guaranteed it. He's not going to get any more callbacks.
I hate people that are reviewing movies that aren't able to say that you know, your opinion is your opinion.
Yeah.
If you don't like a movie, that's fine. You don't have to like it. But instead of reviewing it openly for everyone else, to simply say, I saw.
You should think like I think.
Yes. So, you know, you go in and you watch it, and you can easily just say, you know, the acting was good, the special effects, whatever, all this stuff was good. It's, I'm not into a lot of humor or silliness, so it wasn't my style.
Yeah.
I prefer the dark
Yeah.
version, the dark style. That's the way I like it. Okay, that's great. Whereas, like, you know, me personally,
For me. Hold on.
For me,
I do enjoy the humor and the silliness.
That was fun.
It was fun.
Crypto was great. Let's go down the list. Davis Cornswell as Superman. He embodied Clark Kent and Superman. If you can get Clark Kent, you'll be fine as Superman. He did it. He knocked it out.
People forget that a lot of the early Superman was a dorky, nerdy. Clark was dorky, nerdy, cheesy dude.
You have to remember, you're talking about a person who's technically literally like a god, and he's the character of Clark Kent that he's playing is how he pretty much sees human beings. He decides to blend in by being the most unimposing, weakest, you know, nerdy type of person when he can destroy the world, literally. I think he did great. Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. I'm sorry, best Lois Lane since Margot Kidder from the Christopher Reeve. Best one since she is my favorite Lois, but Rachel is now at either very close second or tied or whatnot, and time will tell whether or not she takes that spot. What we got?
The last time Dean Cain was relevant, milk was $1.
Hell yeah. I asked him to sign my comic book, and he had to go out of his way to tell me that Terry Hatcher was a bitch. If you wanted to look at that story, it's on our. Go to T3 Media Studios. You'll see that. I talk about it on our socials. Go look it up. Tell him Chris sent you. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. What do you think?
I thought he was fabulous.
You liked it? Michael Rosenbaum is still my favorite Lex, but Nick is it was. I love that Nick.
He was getting that evil villain thing.
I love the fact that his Lex admitted how petty he was being. It's like, I know I'm acting like a bitch right now, but I don't care because I hate that guy.
It's like, you will rue the day.
Yeah. He reminded me of that Lex Luthor that in the earlier version, I think when Lex Luthor was probably introduced in the comic books, the original one of the plots was that the reason why he hates Superman is because he caused his baldness. Like a swoop down, an accidental explosion happened, made him bald. I will destroy you, Superman, for doing this. You know, and that's so I feel like that was the Lex we saw. Like he's mad because Superman fucked up his waves that he can't brush anymore. I just felt like that. Supporting cast, like we said on our review, Mr. Terrific. He stole every scene he stole that movie. Him, Jimmy. I did not expect Jimmy.
No, the ladies' man apparently.
Yeah, I didn't like Jimmy to be. Jimmy must be packing. Jimmy's packing the Jimmy because the ladies love Jimmy. The action, if you're comparing it to Man of Steel or anything like, you won't be disappointed. There was some action.
There's a lot of action.
There was some. That rivaled. I know Snyder is good with the impactful punches and stuff like that, but it felt, I don't know, it was something different about the way Gunn did it.
Nathan Fillion was hilarious with his Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And his
flipping
weird
people, his middle finger. Yeah, Guy Gardner's dumb haircut. My what? Him and Lois's scene was funny as hell. You guys seen that?
He didn't like the new addition to the crew until he was like, nice haircut. He's like, okay, you know what? He can stay.
What's his name? Metamorpho. Yeah. He was. It was a good movie. Was it wacky? Did it have some over the top stuff? Yeah, but so do every comic book. I mean, it was a comic book brought to life.
Like if you're going with the comics and
anime,
the old Superman, a lot of that stuff was like man, this is cheesy. I mean, you know, even like way old school Batman.
Yeah.
From
Yes.
the boom, pow, pop, like all that stuff was cheesy, but
They made it. Yeah, they made it work. I mean, even Michael Keaton's Gotham City, that world would not work. You know, pretty much today, nostalgia wise, yeah. And let's talk about a little bit about nostalgia. All these Snyder Bros. And comparing it to Henry Cavill. When it first came out, you guys did not support it.
Always,
he doesn't smile. He's too, it's too dark. It's who this. Superman would never do that. Why didn't he stop all those buildings from being destroyed? But the second he wasn't Superman anymore, it was like, you don't support it until it's gone. And you're going to do the same thing to Corn Sweat. You're going to hate on him until he's not Superman anymore. And then you're going to be like, oh, no, then he'll be the greatest Superman we've ever had. It always happens. It happens with every Star Wars movie. It happens with every comic book. You guys are you're too damn predictable. So we talked about pretty much all this stuff. Overall, our thoughts on it, I loved it. Now let's real quick, let's end the show off with what this is about, like the reviews, the negative reviews that came through. I got a few of them that I found. Like for example, YouTuber Tyrone Magnus. The guy who will never reach 10 million subscribers. I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. You said YouTube personality Tyrone Magnus expressed disappointment with the Superman movie. He stated that it felt like an extended CW episode. Bull crap. Excuse me. And was too focused on silliness. No, it wasn't. But it's James Gunn. He had a perfect balance of comedy and drama and action. It was a balance. He preferred the Christopher Reeve Superman movies and
how
Man
can
of
you
Steel.
say that you liked those movies,
Exactly.
but you don't like silliness or
You immediately contradict yourself when you say I prefer Christopher Reeves, but you're saying that this Superman was too silly. You're literally talking about a man who walked into that phone booth, changed into Superman, and then a pimp was like, "That's a nice suit, man. Oh man, brother, woo! Look at that suit." And Zod and his team, blowing their hot ass Kryptonian breath on people, and the dude in roller skates like, really? But Crypto, biting his the owner's ankle. That's too. Or a robot saying we don't care if this dog lives or dies is too much. But anyway, Magnus also felt that Superman wasn't getting enough focus in his own movie, with characters like Mr. Terrific potentially stealing the spotlight.
I didn't.
It's not.
I mean, Mr. Terrific was terrific, but I don't feel like it was overwhelmed.
He literally probably had like a combined 10 minutes of screen time. If you add it all together, maybe 15. It was ridiculous. I mean, in a YouTube short discussed in initial thoughts, Magnus said the movie did not end up being a good movie, and he doesn't ever have to see it again. He also voiced concerns about the future of the DCU if James Gunn stays the course with this style of filmmaking. It's worth noting that some on social media have suggested that Tyrone Magnus has a predisposition to dislike film, potentially due to his preference for Zack Snyder's DC films. However, others have defended his right to have an opinion regardless of his prior preferences. Then why didn't you support it? Then why and on top of that, I mean, Tyrone Magnus and Geeks and Gamers had Zack Snyder on collab with them all at the same time, and Zack dissed them to their face on their stream and had Tyrone Magnus on Hushmouth the whole damn conversation because he didn't want to risk his shit. So I mean, there you go. There's your boy. And Zack Snyder did a cartoon little comedy thing with James Gunn. You guys are putting all this on Zack as if he's your savior, and it's just not gonna. You are the same people that was all on James Gunn's tip when he got fired from Disney, when it was, we're going to support James Gunn because we're against what Disney did to him. He's still if you want to do the whole Marvel versus DC thing, he's technically, he should still be your boy. It makes no sense. They just want to be detractors. They just want to go against the grain. They just want to. It doesn't matter. It won't matter. And don't get me started on the whole immigrant thing. Dean Cain, but jazz. Anyway, let us know what you guys think. Any more new thoughts? Moving on real quick. All right, so here's some reviews. So from another YouTuber that on his Reddit account, 3C Films, a guy that I've been trying to collab with for years. 3C, where you at, man? I've been reaching out to you for years. Back when me and you had the same number of subscribers, you blew up and you're like, oh, who gives a damn about a T3 Medias? Come on, man, don't be like that. We're from Texas. Come on. But on his Reddit account, 3C Films says Superman reviews are out, and as we predicted, Tyrone Magnus hates it. Then again, he's a massive shield for Snyder, which makes no fucking sense because Snyder dissed him to his face. And then a bunch of commenters followed up with that, saying Tyrone Magnus hasn't had a good opinion since 2009. I mean, this is a guy who did some shitty movies, who wore his own merch, his YouTube shirt in the movie, cringe as fuck. Another person says he's a rage bait YouTuber, and another one ends it off with, it's not a Snyder film. He was going to hate it no matter what. I mean, and that's just Tyrone Magnus lately. That's just who he is. I don't know what happened to him. I mean, the second he adopted the everything is woke crap, the dude just decided that this is it. This is my people. I've been waiting for this. This is what the world needs. I'm like, all right, see how that works for you. Okay, let's see how that works for you. I'm off the rails here. Let's go. So let's go. Let's look at some. Some Rotten Tomato reviews here. We got from Adam Graham. Gunn has plenty on his mind, but the movie doesn't congeal into a satisfying whole, leaving a mixed bag of comic book storytelling and modern commentary that isn't insightful or entertaining enough to get off the ground. How do you feel about that?
I was entertained.
I was well entertained. I mean, this is from Detroit News. Well, what are you looking for? I mean, if you're just only going to compare it to the DCU, I mean, he didn't mention the DCU. He did not say anything about Cavill, but it's like, I'm like, are you judging it on the merits of what Gunn presented, or are you just comparing it? Are you judging it on the merits, or are you just comparing it? That's the question. I mean, I don't. Is it Armand White from National Review says Gunn's objective is to banalize. Is that banalize the very concept that Snyder sought to elevate? He demeans Superman's virtue.
And demeans it how? Because he was the epitome
of hope. He was joy and hope and
saving
all he
the
wanted
world.
to do was save people. I mean, Cavill, he questioned. It was a struggle in those scenes with his dad. What should I have done? Just let those kids die? And his dad was like, maybe. I mean, what the fuck, dude? I'm like that. Like, people were like, whoa. And then when Cavill snapped Zod's neck, people were like, whoa, he shouldn't do that. And like, but now it's stop comparing it to. I appreciate what Snyder was doing within the context of that world and that struggle that Superman was going through. But maybe that's not what this Superman's going through. And on top of that, we're starting off with a Superman that's been Superman for like 3 years. At least he's been around the block. Maybe he did snap somebody's neck on day one, but we don't know that yet. I don't know. We're not gonna get it. Or James Gunn says we're not getting an origin story. Stop comparing it. Christian Toto from HollywoodandToto.com says Limp jokes, scattershot storytelling, Doom well casting DC comic reboot. Limp jokes, scattered shot storytelling, Doom well cast DC comics reboot. Limp jokes, those jokes landed. Crypto hit. Was it not something we've seen before in a movie? There is a deleted scene from Superman 4, Quest for Peace, where Bizarro is in it. Look that up. You want to talk about some limp and crazy? Look at that. Look at the deleted scenes in from that movie. It's some the Superman 3 with Richard Pryor was not supposed to have that tone, if I'm not mistaken. Part 3 and Part 4, it was almost the equivalent of how Batman fell off the rails after Batman Returns. But people have nostalgia and short memories. And then one of the last critics, Adam Naiman from The Ringer, says basically, Gunn is trying to tear something down and build it up at the same time. And all that lavishly subsides, indecision becomes hard to take after a while. Indecision. I mean, I don't agree. I don't agree that he's tearing anything down. He's not even.
I think he just was. We're making a whole new take. I'm trying to do.
The only comparison to that is the fact that he is pulling some things from the DCEU and bringing them in to his universe. What's his face? Peacemaker. But that's Peacemaker is his creation.
Like, I understand most of the time in like the other like super, even Henry Cavill or like the old OG, you don't typically see other superheroes in there doing anything because they're Superman movies.
But this one started off 3 years in a world where superheroes exist.
In comic books,
that's
they're
all
routinely lots of other characters in those comics.
There's always a page where the Flash is like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" Later, and then leaves. I'm like,
I saw no issue with
they're all over
that.
the damn place, and that's why I think James Gunn captured perfectly. Just like what you said, in a comic book, it'll start off. This is a comic book about Superman. Go page 1, Superman. Page 2, Superman. Page 3, Superman. Page 4, Batman, Flash, Wonder Woman. All of, for some weird reason, the Question, all these different heroes, for some reason, all in the same page, and then you flip the next page, they're gone.
Wonder Twins activate.
Yeah, Wonder Twins, that damn monkey, it's weird. And then the next page, they're gone, and you never see them back again. It happens. And that's exactly what James Gunn projected. It was like, you got Superman, boom, there's Mr. Terrific, this and that. I mean, and some people that you didn't expect to see. There was some shocks in there. So it was great.
Yeah, Tony says it's like people don't want laughter and just want every superhero movie to be overly dark and serious with drawn out monologues.
No, they don't, because when they got it in 2012, they complained. What you're saying, Tony, is perfect, because you're pointing out something that is their hypocrisy. When Henry Cavill snapped Zod's neck, he never heard the end of it. Superman wouldn't do that. Why did he let that building fall? It was his first day. I'm like, he wasn't even called Superman on that day. The Superman name didn't even come until later in that universe. He wasn't Superman. He was Clark Kent with the glasses off, wearing his new suit, doing what his daddy told him to do.
Well, what he's saying is something kind of along the lines of something that I said, because like with the F1 movie, the people that didn't like it were like, oh, it was too predictable. And I'm like, I know there was a time period where like every movie was done that way and it got old, but we've gotten away from that for so many years.
It was a good little callback.
I think it's a good I think it's okay to bring that back a little
Yeah.
bit. So I had no problem because I don't remember what we were listening to that was saying that a complaint was from fans
Yeah,
or
that was too
people
predictable.
watching was that the movie ended with we didn't get a looming threat.
Yeah.
We didn't have, it just ended, everything got wrapped up. And I was like, and what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
We've gotten so used to Marvel movies that end and they end with something big and bad that's about to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we don't always have to have it. It's okay
Yeah.
to say we wrapped it up and everything got fixed. We don't have to have some big cliffhanger that is looming at the end.
And exactly, I agree, and I'll say so. If you go see the movie, I just turn your brain off or turn it on. I don't care. Turn it on and have fun.
I just feel
It was
like
great.
you should go in. Go in
Prepare
wanting
yourself.
to enjoy,
Yeah,
and go in open.
yeah,
Instead of saying I'm going to compare it to every other thing I've ever seen, just go in open.
yeah. Don't compare it to Christopher Reeve or don't compare it to Nolan. Don't compare it to anything.
Compare it to Marvel.
The TV show.
Don't compare it to just
compare it to the comic book. Compare it to the cartoon. Because that's what I felt like I was
Just-
brought to life. It was magic, man. It was fun. I can't wait to see it again. I thought it was great. Now, I won't spoil anything or no endings or anything like that. I will tell you this: the mid-credit scene and there's an end-credit scene. If you're not into those, if you're used to Marvel, and James Gunn
again, if
said
you're
this,
used to Marvel's big bad looming.
the thing that tells you what might be coming next. James Gunn said this before the movie came out. There's a mid-credit scene and an end-credit scene, but we're not doing the thing that Marvel does, where it's tying into the next movie. This movie is a standalone. There's things in the movie that you can tell will be for things that are, for the thing that's looming for the next movie. He put it in the movie. I'll just tell you that. But if you're looking for the magical end credit scene that's going to tell you what the next movie, big bad or whatever is going to be, that's not what he did. What's the phrase? Inside baseball. He kept it packaged in the movie, and it's a nothing kind of a scene. It was funny. It was humorous. It was clever. Blah blah blah. But it's not like how Marvel. It's like if you want to get a little taste of what might be coming in the future. A Thor will return kind of a no, he didn't do it. It wasn't like Lois Lane will return.
I was like, what was the Marvel movie was it the Ant-Man movie?
Mm-hmm.
That at the end credit was just, why are you still here?
Yeah. They did the Ferris Bueller thing. Yeah, they
Leave.
did that. But and that now James Gunn didn't do that.
He didn't do that, but you're not getting.
He kind of did, but he brought back a thing that I won't tell you what happened, but it was something that happened in the movie where I was like, that
it just wasn't
that didn't line up very well. And then the movie called itself out like that didn't line up very well.
It wasn't like a Marvel where it's like over in XYZ universe, XYZ bad guy just got out and he's on his way to Earth to get Superman. We didn't get that.
Which would have been actually kind of perfect for a DC movie because the old Justice League cartoon was notorious for that. What was it, Marvel? It was like, meanwhile in the Hall of Justice. That would have been awesome. I kind of would have expected Gunn to do something like that. Like that would have been you know what? Okay, James Gunn, here's your brilliant idea. That's how you should end your end credit scenes. You should, instead of how Marvel does Thor will return and Avengers Doomsday or something like that. No, you should be like, meanwhile in the Legion of Doom, Lex Luthor, and then all of a sudden you see Lex Luthor like he's all pissed off, he got his ass kicked and he's planning his next little thing. That's what Gunn should be doing. But maybe he will, maybe he won't. There's my little 2 cents on it. But anyway, guys, that's our thoughts on the these negative reviews and stuff like that. Guys, just come on, just go have some fun. We had fun with it. Just go have fun. Have a little fun with it. But I love the Superman movie. I thought it was good. Was it my favorite Superman movie? No, I don't know yet. I haven't ranked it yet. I'm not saying that it is, and I'm not saying that it isn't. I don't think that it will be. If gun to my head, if you ask me what's my favorite Superman movie right now, I'm still gonna say maybe a tie between Man of Steel and Superman 2. But it's close. It's close. Maybe this is my third. I don't know. I haven't had a time to think about it yet. But I enjoyed myself. Any final thoughts on it?
No, I mean I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely. It's a
I recommend
rewatch
it.
for sure.
It's a rewatch. Any more comments that we missed or anything? Tony Robinson says, yeah, he's making his film contained but connected. Yeah, contained and connected.
Kevin Davis said up earlier he didn't know if the Supergirl is going to end up being a success for DC when they put that out.
James Gunn said that each movie that's coming out are all going to have different tones.
Well, and it was obvious.
It was obvious. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's obvious the tone that Supergirl is going to get. And if you think you know, you don't know. When you see it, you're going to know. We're going to know what kind of movie we're going to get. And they got the actors from the Hot D, from the House of the Dragons. I'm not saying it's going to be R-rated, but I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Because if you saw this movie, if you saw how she talked to Clark, I'm like,
it's definitely not the CW's.
Yeah. Fuck Tyrone Magnus. Talking about CW. Fuck that. No fucking way. Because the second she walked off the scene or was walking off her scene, I said to myself, oh, Supergirl's gonna be that kind of movie. Okay. The Hot D. That's all I thought. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be like get your drinks ready, guys. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how Peacemaker connects. I can't wait. I want to see. I want to see these different tones. Because that's kind of what Marvel does. Each movie kind of there's a nod to like different kinds of movies, westerns and sci-fi, this and the other. They do these different tones, and I think that's smart. I think it's good. It keeps it fresh. I don't want it to be all in the same tone. I want it to be in the same playground, but it doesn't need to be the same tone or anything like that. I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys, let us know what you guys think. What did you if you saw the Superman movie? Share your thoughts. Your concerns about the DCU. Are you a Snyder bro, or are you like somebody who I've kind of had some jabs with? Are you that guy? What in the hell? Are you that? Come on, relax, dude. And I'm pretty soon I'm gonna tell him to his face, relax. Or are you normal? And you're like, I'll judge the movie based on its own merits. I mean, not saying that you have to love it. Maybe you don't. But if you don't like it because you're comparing it to another movie, I'm like, you weren't going to give it a fair shot in the first place. Come on. That's my 2 cents, whatever it's worth. Any final thoughts?
No, I mean, if you can't, go in and just have a good time, then I'm just like, who hurt you?
Yeah. Exactly. Crypto. that fucking dog is crazy. Let us know what you guys think about the movie after you go see it. Let us know what you guys think. If you're not gonna go see it, tell us why. Tell us, give us. There's your homework for the day. And don't forget, guys, we love it when the comments begin with the Kardashian. I feel like for me, if you can begin the statement with that. For me. Oh, here we go.
For me.
Begin the comment like that with, for me, Superman was the great, or tell us why you hate it, why you like Mr. Terrific, with Lois Lane, all of it. What you thought about Jimmy, what you thought about the tone that's been set, James Gunn, the future, all of it. Let's know what you think. Thank you guys for your support. Check us out on our podcast. We also have a podcast. Go to T3 Media Studios, go to our website, look at our reviews. Help us out. We're trying. My dream is to become Rotten Tomatoes certified because it's my time. You're stop denying me Rotten Tomatoes. You're gonna hear me out this time. I'm tired of you guys letting the realness slip away. So help us out. Hit that thumbs up button. Shout us out on social media. Reach out to us. Holler at us. We'll holler back. Did I find? I want to give a shout out to some people. Did I Did I ever do? Yeah. Let me see if I can. For all those people that are new subscribers out there, let's see if I can give us a quick shout out real quick because you guys hit us up recently, and I just want to show some love. Special. Let's see. Special Kev. Shout out to Trep Pacer. Shout out to Nirvana. Shout out to Melon Playground Gaming. Shout out to Karen Gondia. The shout out to Juliana Cassiano. Leah of Judah. Top underscore hat underscore VR. And underscore Street Sonic underscore. And last but not least, Ray Ramirez 24. Thank you guys for becoming subscribers. We really appreciate you guys. There's a bunch more. There's over almost 300 new subscribers that just joined the channel. Hit us up on the comment section. Comment this video, like it. We'll read it off your comments and whatever questions you have for us. Let us know. Tomorrow, we're going to Corpus Christi Comic-Con. We're going to be dressing up and hopefully meeting some celebs, taking some pictures, and interviewing some cosplayers. So if you're in the Texas area, if you're into cosplay, check out our content. We're going to be covering Corpus Christi Comic Con. So shout out to the Corpus Christi Comic Con guys. So let us know what you think about all of our cosplay content. That's it, guys. We're going to go off and lay down and do the horizontal mambo. Babe, if people want to find you online, where can they do that?
My TikTok is Viola Fagan, and my Instagram is Scrub Hats and More by Joy.
That's right. I wasn't joking about that horizontal mambo, by the way. It's real nasty when the lights go off. You can find me on T3 Media Studios. She's like shaking her head. Yeah, now you're never gonna get it like that. I screwed myself on that one. If you want to find me, it's at T3 Media Studios on all socials, or Chris W Fagan. I'm talking about underscore Chris W Fagan on all socials. Shout out to me, or just hit me up on T3 Media Studios. Questions, comments, concerns, and I'll hit you back. Appreciate you guys. Until next time, have a good one. Peace. Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you can support our show by becoming a member or a Patreon. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's keep talking.